Hey folks, how you doing? Hopefully you're all having a great day today. I haven't done one of these vlog videos in a while, so I figured I would jump on here and communicate. Speaking of communicate, I don't have my microphone with me because it's charging. I forgot to charge it, so I'm back to the shotgun mic on top of the camera. I haven't used this thing in forever, so hopefully it doesn't sound too echoey. Anyway, I've got a few things on my list to talk about. Last month, we went on a little family vacation. First one we've done in a long time. First one since my daughter's been born. And we went to Panama City Beach, Florida, got a hotel on the beach, relatively inexpensive vacation, all things considered, just toes in the sand and enjoying outside, kind of a vacation. And it was a lot of fun. We went to a barbecue restaurant, Outlaw Barbecue, I think that's what it's called, in Panama City Beach, if that's the name of it. Big thumbs up. We went there twice, actually. My daughter asked her what she wants for supper. I want ribs. What 2-year-old says, I want ribs for supper? My daughter, that's who. What do you want to eat for supper?
I want ribs.
You want ribs? Stop it. You want ribs?
I want ribs.
What kind of ribs? Barbecue? Barbecue ribs?
Okay, bye-bye.
Anyway, that was a lot of fun. The funniest moment. We had so many funny moments that I started texting myself what my daughter was saying so I could remember them. The funniest one was we went to a Waffle House. And if anybody's been to a Waffle House who's watching this, I'm sure a lot of people in the United States, you know the layouts are exactly the same. Every Waffle House you've been into, the layout is basically the same, just flip-flop to left or right. Well, the only booth that was available was closest to the bathrooms on the back side of the restaurant. So we go sit over there. I sit on with my back to the wall so I could see the rest of the restaurant, just the way I like to sit. And my wife and daughter sit across from me. My daughter gets, we all drink water, so she gets her water in a little styrofoam cup with a lid on it. And of course, styrofoam cup's got the printing on the side of it. Her fingers were wet, or the cup was wet, or something was wet so that the ink rubbed off on her hands. She grabs the cup to take a drink, puts it down, and I could see where this was going. I could just see it in her face. She was about to freak out. She had the ink all over her fingers. And she says, I have poop on my hands. And I'm thinking, she's about to get loud. Like, time slowed down, but I was like deer in the headlights where I didn't do anything. I was just observing. She said, I have poop on my hands. I have poop on my hands. And then she started screaming it. I have poop on my hands. Like really, really loud. My wife's face turns beet red. Shh, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Calm down. Calm down. And she doesn't. She just continuously goes, I have poop on my hands. Really, really loud. And then my wife's starting to get embarrassed, so she grabs Tyler real quick, and they go to the bathroom. And as they pass me to go to the bathroom, I see like the majority of the heads in the place just turn around and look at me, and I'm just sitting there by myself, just, hey, you know. It was so awkwardly funny. It was just one of them funny moments that I wish all of you were a fly on the wall, or I wish it was recorded somehow. That was hilarious. They come back out of the bathroom. Of course, my wife is just visually embarrassed. It was just a lot of fun. On the second to last day of that vacation, second to last day in Florida, my daughter picks up some type of cold. You know, kids pick up colds easily. And we're stuck in a hotel room together. Of course, she doesn't feel good, so she wants to be with us and cuddle and be consoled, all that good stuff that kids feel when they're sick, right? So we're stuck in the same room, and I'm like, it's just we're a ticking time bomb. We're going to get sick. It's just a matter of time. We left Panama City Beach, Florida, drove right past our house to Dallas, Texas for my niece's graduation. Not right past my house, but we were pretty close to the house. Drove from Panama City Beach to Dallas, Texas. That was a long drive for my sister's niece's graduation. And then my wife got sick the last day in Texas. I got sick once we got back home, just a cold, just enough to make you feel bleh, you know. We're all over that. There was a long back and forth driving, but it was a lot of fun. Came back, I made the plate cart project and video, which, the post is in the way, that pole is in the way. That plate cart right there, it's been pretty handy to be able to just move it around to bring the plates to where I'm actually going to be using them exercising. So as far as I'm concerned, that was a huge thumbs up project. Not that many people cared about it because I don't know if it was exercising or what. Anyway, that video was kind of a dud. That's fine. I enjoyed the project and I'm getting a lot of use out of the project. After that, I started in on demoing my fence, which is something that I recorded and I've yet to edit the video. So on this particular channel, I made a video on the outdoor kitchen idea that we have to build in our backyard. It's completely changed the design. Excuse me. We've completely changed the design to simplify it, just kind of focus more on having a fun outdoor entertaining space. So the changes that we made is instead of the whole thing matching the house, we decided that since the shop is already in the backyard, might as well just make the structure match the shop and save a ton of money on brickwork and architectural shingles and all that stuff. So we eliminated the fireplace and we're replacing it with a cooking cauldron. I've seen a couple of these out there in Google Images, and I think the concept is really nice. So an outdoor fireplace is kind of like it's not really functional, right? It's just more of a look at kind of a thing. With a cauldron that you can build a fire inside of, the ones that I've seen that I really like are, multi-use. There's a cooking grate that goes on top, so you can use it for cooking, and I'm picturing a really fun setting where we have 4, 5, 6 people sitting around this thing, and we're all grilling our own steaks, having conversation right around the action. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Beyond actually using it for cooking, in the wintertime, you can build a fire in it, and not only do you get the warmth on your hands, your upper body from sitting around a fire, but unlike a fire pit, which blocks the heat going laterally towards your lower body, in most cases, unlike that, you can actually, if it's a cauldron, a suspended cauldron, you can put your feet underneath it, so you get the warmth onto your feet as well as the upper body warmth from just sitting around a fire. I think that'd be way more practical and useful and fun than an outdoor fireplace. So we're gonna go with that route. We moved the kitchen, all the cooking stuff, closer to the back door, still being on that side, but real close to the back door. The two structures don't touch. So the outdoor kitchen structure, the shelter, and then the house, they don't touch. There's gonna be like a foot or 2, 3 feet in between the two. So there'll be a little bit of a rain gap, not that much, but I can walk out my back door and then walk straight to the grill, straight to the cooking area. And even if it is raining, it's just a small little spot. It's not gonna affect anything. So the outdoor kitchen has changed, but it's still a go. The fence had to come down because the outdoor kitchen is, well, here's the thing. We initially wanted to change from a brick fence to a wooden fence for the outdoor kitchen, and it'll be a new fence, not the existing one. Well, you can't have half new and half old. It's just going to look tacky. So the whole entire fence had to come down. And then at that point, once I got it down, I was like, well, I really like it being down now. So I don't know if we're going to put one back. I did record all the video of demoing the fence, and there was a lot of manual labor lessons learned in that video, in that experience for me, I guess you could say. That was a lot of work. There was 45 posts. Each one of the posts was concreted in the ground, and I just used manual labor to get them out. I didn't use any machinery or anything to extract the posts. And I think that's interesting how I did that. So I have to edit that video. That video is upcoming. I just mentioned the outdoor kitchen. We're trying to get the ball rolling on it, getting a contractor. I'm not going to do the majority of the work simply because I want it done and I work slow. You know how it is. So we want to get this done. I will be building the outdoor furniture to go in it, maybe a farm table, some seating of some kind, bar stools, the outdoor bar, that type of stuff. I'm going to be building that. What am I working on this week? I have a Canon in my shop, not necessarily the full Canon. I have the Canon carriage. So my friend Duffy in Starkville has acquired a 24-pound howitzer Canon. One of only 3 in personal collection that are surviving. I think the numbers go, actually, there was 69 of them built. I have it written down right there. There's 69 of them are initially built. I think only 36 of them are surviving, and only 3 are in personal collection, and that's one of them. So he got this for his museum. The Canon was stamped 1841. So if I'm not mistaken, he knows all the history on this, and I'll get all this accurate before I make the video. If I'm not mistaken, this particular cannon saw the Spanish War as well as the American Civil War. So a little piece of history is really, really cool to be a part of working on this. I'm working on the carriage that the cannon sits on top of, and the carriage itself is older than 30 years, but not original. We don't know much about the history of this because the guy he got it from is up there in age, and I believe the story is he doesn't remember its history, but he knows he's had it for 30 years. So that means it's a minimum of 30 years old, and we don't know much else about that. On the carriage, I believe, is an original double link chain and a couple other original pieces of iron. But anyway, the work that I'm doing to it is I'm moving the elevating gear 2 3/8 of an inch back, because whoever put the elevating gear in it, it's in the wrong spot. The elevating gear needs to rest on needs to contact the tube of the cannon on the ring at the back of it, and it doesn't. It actually touches it near on the inside of the ring where the tube is. So we got to move it back, got to do it the right way. So my task is to turn some proper sized oak dowels to plug the holes, kind of going against wood grain movement, but there's a lot of stuff that goes against wood grain on this. That it's pinned in various different locations, different directions with bolts. So I don't have any problem using a wooden dowel perpendicular to the wood grain to plug it. It's epoxied in there. It'll be patched properly when it's all said and done. And then we have to drill the holes on a 12.5 degree angle, 2 3/8 of an inch back. And it's going to be interesting to get it all done. So that's what I'm working on right now. What else? The last thing that I have to talk about is not woodworking related, but exercise related. So if you are interested in following along or joining me on a 12-week program, then I encourage you to do so. I'm going to focus on the major 3 lifts: deadlift, bench press, and squat. That's the main 3 compound movements with strength training. All you have to have is a barbell, some plates, and some way to safely rack the barbell where you can do squats. So if you have that and you want to join me, then download the app called Stronglifts 5x5. 5x5 program is something that's pretty old, 100 years or so. Who knows who invented it? But basically 5 reps, 5 sets per exercise, 3 days a week. So I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And if you'd like to join along with me, download the app, like I said, and I have a Telegram group. Telegram is an app you can download, Android or iOS. It's basically like, you can use it for text messaging. I use it as my default text messaging app for my friends and such, and it's a way to have like a chat communication, a group chat where you can all post stuff and interact together without any ads. So there's no ads on this platform. It's not like Facebook. I can't stand Facebook. And let's see, Instagram, you can't do group stuff in Instagram, not easily anyway. So yeah, I'll have a link down in the description to both the app and on Android. You can find it on iOS, as well as the Telegram group. So if you'd like to join along, it's 3 exercises per day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You're squatting every single exercise, so 3 days a week, and you are alternating between bench press, overhead press on every other exercise, or exercise day, and you're alternating between bent over rows and a deadlift. So very basic, but also guaranteed to increase your strength if you're not already super strong, right? I think the numbers are, if you can already deadlift 400 pounds or something like that, then you don't need this program. There's another one, it's called Mad Cow 5x5. I think that's what it is, where it's kind of the same concept, but the rep ranges are different for increasing strength at a higher level. Anyway, if you'd like to grow stronger together, I think that's a fun little idea to make this a community effort. That's it. You guys take care. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.
What do they have? What do they? What do they? What do?
Huh?
Oh, orange.
That's right.